come from a world where all alarms are false. I come from a world that only has one pulse. Your world has got you controlled and silent. You can't fill a hole with a billion empty souls. Your world has got you alone and silent. You can't fill a hole with a billion empty souls. Come before the rage, hostage in a cage. Now it's too late to wake up this place and bring you all back to life. Your world will fail, my love. It's far beyond repair. Your world will fail if you are alive. You must run for your life. Come before the rage, a hostage in a cage. Your world will fail now. What will it take just to wake up this place and bring you all to life?
Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show, our 20th year of doing Calhoun football led by Coach Hal Lamb. And folks, the last time we were with you, we were just coming back from the Benz. We had just won a AAA state championship. And it felt like we were the Edmonton Eskimos had just played the Saskatchewan Rough Riders up in Canada because it was a blizzard. We drove through a snowstorm. And now as we join you on the 2018 edition, the 20th year of Coach Hal Lamb and the Yellow Jackets together, it feels like we're in Death Valley. Coach, congratulations on defeating the number 10 ranked team in 4A, 45-21 with a running clock in the fourth quarter. Well done.
Thanks, Dave. You know, it wasn't a very good first half. It was a little shaky start, but, you know, it is the first game of the year.
Yes.
And we had some new guys starting. That was their first game starting. But overall, I thought it was a really, really good performance, especially the second half. I thought our kids really played much better the second half and executed better. It was all about execution the first half. We didn't execute very well on either side of the ball, to be honest with you, and we played much better the second half.
I called my brother-in-law, had him place a bet out of Las Vegas at the end of the first quarter and said we'd have a running clock in the fourth quarter, so I made millions. But from the middle of the second quarter on, the guys really got used to the speed of the game. I thought the Mac Daddies, the offensive line, really adjusted to the speed of the game and did a much better job from the middle of the second quarter on.
Yeah, we did. I thought offensively, you know, we didn't play bad the first half. We just made some poor decisions with the ball, and we didn't play very good up front. But, you know, we got to playing really, really good in the third quarter offensively and defensively. So, you know, it's a credit to our kids. We got down 7 points twice in the first half. Right. And, you know, I can't remember the last time we've been down twice in the first half. And to our kids' credit, they showed a lot of character. And they found a way to win the football game. And you know, I would have lost a lot of money if, you know, I said running clock in the fourth quarter at halftime.
Same here, yeah.
But it was really a good win for our kids.
The big defensive stop at the end of the first half, huge stop where we had just tied the game up 14-all, and then they come right down the field in the last 90 seconds of the first half, and then we make that, like we said, a yard from the goal line. Gave I think the guys a little pep in the step, and I think it may have hurt Ridgeland in not scoring, and particularly the way we opened the third quarter when we scored 2 touchdowns in 13 seconds.
Yeah, I think that was a big drive. You know, we held them out the end zone. We knew they didn't have any timeouts. We knew they had to throw the ball, and I thought our defense did a good job of playing, you know, in front of the goal line to keep him from scoring. But, you know, like you said, that was a big play in the game. It gave us some confidence going into halftime. But as a coaching staff, we really felt good about the adjustments we could make at halftime because, you know, it was just execution the first half.
And as some fellow sitting to my right always reminds me, the first drive of the third quarter is probably the most important drive of the game, and you executed it to the boys executed it to perfection.
You know, in close games, it really matters that first few minutes of the second half, and I thought we came out and played like we normally play in the third quarter.
And they played really well in the third quarter as well as in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break and come back and look at the first half highlights. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And the first game of the 2018 regular season, we're at the Corky Kell Classic at historic Barron Stadium. A hot night, nice surroundings, and a huge crowd from Calhoun. I stayed for a little bit of the second game, and the visitor stands wasn't anywhere near as full as the whiteout from the Calhoun fans filled it up.
Yeah, you know, it's no different than any other year.
I know,
we get tremendous support from our fans, and we really appreciate it. But it was hot. You know, the guy that was kind of in charge of our team told me that at game time, the temperature in the turf was about 135 degrees. So
whoa,
it was hot.
Captains for today's game was?
You got Gavin Gray, Davis Allen, Brandon Spector, and Braylon Barton.
And we lucked out. We got to wear the all whites.
Yeah, we did. Number 52 is a big boy.
Yes, he is. This is what state champs look like. And speaking of the big boy, middle of the third quarter, he was tired.
Yeah, he was.
He was really tired. Ready to kick off for the ball game?
We won the toss and deferred like we like to do, and we didn't get off to a really good start here. We didn't get the ball where it needs to be, and our coverage wasn't very good, but we'll get better at that. It's just the first game.
Yes, it is. The line drive kickoff down to the middle of the field, which is not where you normally like it, and right up the gut he comes. And this kid is a good runner. He bothered us all evening, and he gets a 48-yard return.
Well, they had three guys back there that could run, so you couldn't kick it away from anybody because they really had good team speed.
1st and 10 for Ridgeland from their 48-yard line. Little motion. Quarterback runs a little flare out here. From where I was sitting, that looked like a lateral, but it was a pass where I'm looking at it on the screen.
I think they were surprised by our team speed there. I bet the first play they thought they could outrun us to the sideline, but we had good speed.
Yes, this team does have good speed. And fortunately, number 16 just drops when it hits him in the belly. So it brings up a big third down, which we're looking pretty good right now, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, we didn't play this very well. Good run by the quarterback, and then we had we tackled a guy out of the bounds. We just got to let him go right there, and that's not smart football. But we talked this morning, our staff. You know, we wish we had that first drive back because we didn't adjust very well the first drive and gave up a touchdown.
They run that quarterback keeper counter 2 or 3 times during the ball game. We do a much better job with it after that first play.
We take a poor angle on the quarterback here and lets him loose, and then our safety's got to stay back as deep as the deepest guy, and he just didn't do it. Just 2 mistakes on that play cost us a touchdown.
So the left-footed soccer-style kicker puts it to the upright for a 7-0 lead, and on their first drive, the Panthers are feeling a little feisty right now. Yeah,
we got down early, which, you know, we had first 2 plays were perfect, and then we get them 3rd and long, which is what we want, and they get a first down, and then with a penalty, you can't have penalties like that, and then we bobble the ball, and it's just not a good start right now.
No, fortunately, we get it out to the 20-yard line. You and I stood and watched their left-footed punter and place kicker kick before the game. A lot of line drives, and you and I both talked about their returnable type kicks. Yep. We just got to catch the ball. And then Zach gets a nice block behind the Mac Daddies.
Good run on first down. It gets about 4 or 5 yards, which is, you know, all we're looking for on first down.
Little motion to the left with our blocking back. Fake. Everything to the right, throw it up, or to the left and throw it up to the right, and just threw it out of bounds. Gavin didn't really have.
Well, we knew number 6 was their best football player, and we had to account for him on every single play, and we didn't block him very well on that play. He got loose. No. And then we throw a quick screen out here to Brandon, and they have some extracurricular activities, and coach is not real happy about that.
Yeah, they taunted after they tackled, so that personal foul puts it out. 1st and 10 at the 40. A good hard run. Just we picked up a couple yards. They give the kid from Ridgeland credit. He made a nice low tackle.
We run the sweep there, and we didn't block it right, and we're passing guys up, and then we get a holding call. So right now it's not looking good for the Yellow Jackets.
No, we're going to have first and about 21. So after that holding call, we're near the 40-yard line. Ben King and Mac Daddy's over the ball.
Good timing right here, out here to Luke Mosley. Good throw by Gavin, good protection.
Well, I had Luke for about 10 catches for the game. I saw somebody else had him for 9, but that's a bunch of catches.
Yeah, he had a good night.
Yes.
And then we sprint out and throw it to Brandon on the sideline, and another good throw, another good catch, good protection.
I had him for 10 completions. Somebody else had him for 9, but both those boys did a good job. Out to Drew Rutledge, nice block on the outside. Nice hard running down the field by number 34, but he lost the ball.
The problem is Drew had it in he's got to get the ball in his outside arm, and we talked about that. And he knows that. We just didn't get it done on that play, and the ball came loose.
And then this young man is a little slippery running back. He's good, and he breaks some tackles, and he's just hard to bring down.
Yeah, we had too many missed tackles there, but he's not going to get by Brandon Spector. It's so nice to have number 3 on the back end.
Isn't that a nice safety valve? Yeah, he wrapped him up. Quarterback rolls to the left-hand side. They're looking for somebody down low, and John Kell was, from watching play live, it looked like, am I going to go for the pick or the ribs?
Well, that was a wheel route they like to run that we worked really hard on. Then we played the screen very well here. They have to throw it out of bounds.
Nice downfield coverage. And
we read that screen really well there. Davis Allen had his back, and then the lineman peeled when the offensive lineman showed screen.
So I thought that was a pretty good job there too, Coach.
Yeah, that's a good tackle by Brandon and John Kell Talbot.
2 guys lost their lids. Yeah, on that previous screenplay, the kid ended up about 5 yards into our sideline. He was standing there with our guys looking at it. Well, I'm not going to catch this pass.
They try to draw us off sides. I think it's 4th down.
It is, right. And this is where they start burning timeouts, which, you know, I was thinking if I'd been the opposing coach, just take your 5-yard delay a game. Why waste a timeout?
Well, they wish they had a timeout there at that last drive before half.
Right. Just back up 5 yards and let your kid punt the ball. I mean, doesn't make any difference whether it's from the 46 or their 49. I'm glad he didn't. He dropped it.
Yeah, we're not executing that like we're supposed to. We're supposed to have 2 rushers on the outside just in case he drops the snap. That's what happened, so we've got to get that corrected as well.
You did mention this was the first game of the season. All righty, 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Not real good field position from our 11.
Throw an out route out here to Luke for about 5 yards.
Yep.
Good execution.
Up to the 15. Another quick out.
And we throw a quick screen out here to close to 1st down. I thought we got a bad spot. I thought we should have.
Yeah, I called it a 1st down on the radio, and I'm surprised they marked it back a yard or so.
We'll bring our heavy team in here and run the power we could have run that every play of the game if we wanted to.
Mac Daddy's starting to get their footing. Mostly happy with the way the young guys did on the offensive line.
Yeah, it wasn't bad after looking at the film. Well, we got some work to do, but it wasn't bad at all.
Right.
That's just uncharacteristic out of Gavin there. He just overthrows his route for interception. And the good thing about Gavin is, you know, his next play, it doesn't really faze him very much. You know, a lot of quarterbacks will get down on themselves and won't be able to perform the next play.
And number 3 did a nice job of running, broke a couple missed tackles, and then they get it down inside the 10-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal.
I mean, they got it on the 6-yard line, and we could have easily gone down 14 here, but our defense bowed their back and made some plays.
Yeah, after this play, we're going to make this Panther offense go in reverse, Coach. So they're down to the 5-yard line.
That's a good job by Trip Hoblazell, forcing the back to go the other way and a holding call.
Tripp's making sure the referees saw the play. Trip, referee, a little extra dialogue there with Trip. They were engaged. So back him up. Oh, there's a nice one. There's a slobber knocker by Davis Allen.
He stunned it right into it, which was a big play by Davis.
Good call by Hobb the Elder.
And they're on the 25-yard line. They were on the 5.
Yes, they were. It's 3rd down. Got to delay a game.
Yes. So now they're on the 30-yard line.
Yep.
I think it's 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 30.
They take a shot. And Kendez Griffin's the one that hit the quarterback's arm, forced a bad throw, and there's Peyton with the pick. Great job by our defense.
Really stiffened up. We're starting 1st and 10 from our 20. That was a big defensive stop there by the black shirts.
Our defense kept us in the game.
Yes, they
early.
did.
And we just got to throw this on time. He was wide open for a touchdown, and we just did get it to him on time.
Right, and then Brandon also was looking for the ball to come.
We're close, really close to a good play right here.
Yeah, one more block, and we got it. We got a big seam.
Yeah, it was a good play by number 7.
Gavin took a hard hit at the end of that. Oh, bad snap over Gavin's head. They're going to jump on it, and they come up with the fumble.
Yeah, but they had 100 people on the field. So.
Yeah, so when I'm watching this play, this goes for naught.
What happened was they had their dime package in the game, and we came out in a running set, and he tried to get us regular personnel back in the game, and we snapped it and caught him.
Caught him with too many men on the field, and it was a herd of Panthers coming off the field. So nice running play on 1st down, Coach.
Okay, we get about 5.
Yep.
Get John Kell in the game. We got to get him a little more touches in the backfield. Good job by Logan Parker here.
That was a good run.
Yep.
Up near midfield, they're going to spot the ball at the 49-yard line to Calhoun. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets.
Pull it back out here to Logan for about 8 yards, 7, 8 yards.
Yeah, Logan's the go-to receiver right now. Another 1st down.
We got a lot of receivers we can get the ball to. We really do. We're confident in about 8 receivers, 9 receivers we can throw the ball to.
Illegal procedure against Yellow Jackets backs us up to their 45, 1st and 15. Pump fake, looking downfield. Gavin steps around the pocket and just does the right thing and throws it short of their DB.
That could have been called grounding.
Could have been. I was surprised they didn't talk about it.
Another good quick throw by Gavin out here to Braylon.
Speaking of quick, you get it in his hands, he is quick. 2 receivers left and right. Gavin with the play fake. Almost a back shoulder throw, just missed it a little bit.
4th down play here.
Yep.
I thought this was pass interference early.
I thought he got into him a little bit, and Davis almost pulled it down.
Well, Davis wish he had that one back. You know, we got what we wanted, 6'5" versus 5'8".
Well, the kid got into his chest, and the ball was maybe not as high. Good hard running by number 3.
More missed tackles. We got to get that under control.
He does run the ball hard for a
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah. 3 receivers left. 2nd and 2. A little dancing around by the quarterback, and that's going to lead to a nice gang tackle by the Yellow Jackets.
Good job by Ken Dez and Jaden Curtis in their nose a little bit.
Yeah, Josh had to come off. He lost his helmet on Josh Hales on the previous play. Quick out here and good coverage. Quarterback just missed his target.
Big 3rd down stop, force them to punt.
Big stop. They're still having trouble getting the right people on the field. It's a small right guard. There you got your outside
Yeah,
rush.
there they come. We had to get that corrected.
And you did.
Good
Nice.
job by Braylon catching the punt.
Puts us in play at the 24-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets. 27 seconds left in the 1st quarter.
Throw a screen out here to Braylon. And
He's trying to find the middle.
he makes something happen with the ball a lot. So we're
Yes,
trying
he
to get
does.
in the ball as much as we can. Then we have a block in the back. I didn't really understand that call from who called it. You know, he called it from about 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That yellow litter flew a long ways. Back is up, Gavin in the pocket. And once again hits number 13 in the belly. Just missed his receiver.
Yep, just overthrew him again. Again, we put our defense in a bad situation here.
8 seconds left in the 1st quarter. They get out number 3, and why wouldn't you? Kids, he got a head of steam there and bringing him down on that tackle. Peyton Morrow, the bug, getting down low. So the 1st quarter comes to a close 7-0. And like you said, our black shirt defense has kind of saved our bacon so far. There you go.
Good job by Peyton there on tackling a 6'3" quarterback.
That's that quarterback keeper that they ran earlier in the game for a big 1st down. Just missed him.
Still 3rd and short, I believe.
Davis Allen took the shoe off of him with the tackle and then threw it up towards midfield. Get this stuff out of here. Number 6, a tackle right right behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by Eric McKnight there.
There you go. Eric doing a good job.
We're really good on third and short. We worked really hard on third and fourth and short, and they had a dead ball personal foul on them, which backed them up out of field goal range.
Yes, it did.
Forced them to punt.
So they bring the left-footed punter on who likes to kick line drives. Holds the nose of that ball down. He's trying to get us some stop here, and it hits at the 1 yard line and bounces into the end zone. Berglund had me worried there for a minute, but he let it go.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Jackets from their 20. We're in the second quarter. We trail 7-0.
So we kind of get some things going here. We throw the post to Luke Mosley for a big gainer.
Well, you know, actually, when you watch this game on tape, you get to watching at the end of the first quarter, and we're starting to move a little bit.
Yep. Throw a screen out here to
Big
ran
boy.
it for about 14, 15 yards. Caught him in a stunt.
2 first downs in a row, 3 receivers left. Zach to the right of shotgun Gavin. We freeze him at the line of scrimmage. We're at their 39-yard line. Put Zach on the left-hand side. Ben King with the snap. And met at the line of scrimmage. And
Good play by 35.
yep. And they have some good athletes.
Little reverse here to Greg Carr.
Yeah, that's a big play. 19-yard gain.
Yep.
Always reminds me of I like to call that the Statue of Liberty. I know you call it a reverse, but I like the way the play's set up, what the quarterback does with the ball.
That was a big play on on second down, getting the first down and being king there with the fumble recovery.
Yeah, it keeps the drive alive. We're at their 19. I was holding my breath on that.
Good job by Brandon. Good quick feet, making him miss. Give that lineman time to get out there and make the block. Cole Perez.
It's a 6'2" kid making those quick moves.
Yeah.
Those jump step moves.
Got motion by Brandon, and we go back the opposite way with a counter. Good run by John Kell for a touchdown to tie it up.
Good quick feet. First touchdown of the Jackets for 2018. It goes number 7, John Kell Talbert. That was a good run.
It was. Good blocking up front.
He made 2 nice moves in the hole. Going to go tight formation because they never let us stand alone. We're going to have to disguise this differently. It's been a while since we've been able to get one of those 2-pointers. They're catching on to us, Coach.
We got some change-ups.
Zay McCracken snapping. It's a low snap. Peyton did a good job of getting it to the tee, and Eduardo Fajardo kicks it through the upright. And we got us a tie ball game with 7 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, it was a big drive by our offense. Of course, it started with a big stop by our defense down there in the red zone again. They've stopped them twice in the red zone. And we kick it to Speed Demon, and
number 3.
we're missing too many tackles. And
Yeah,
we were lucky here because this wasn't a very good, I didn't think it was a very good call. We got real lucky.
Yeah, he takes it to the house, and somewhere around the 20 or 30-yard line, they called it illegal use of hands or a block in the back. And I'm still looking for it.
Yeah.
But we'll take the call.
Yeah, we will.
All right. So it's going to be 1st and 10. The 6 comes off the board. It's still 7-7 from our 35. And he bounces it to the outside, and that's a nice tackle, Coach.
That's a heck of a play by Brandon Spreck. That's from 10 yards deep in the secondary and tackled him on the line of scrimmage. And then he turns around and makes a pick right here, which is a great play by him. He changed direction and that's a great play.
Well, he had this guy covered. Then he relaxed a little bit, and the quarterback says, oh, he's a little bit behind him. And like you said, change of direction, reaches back with his hands, and got the turnover belt, didn't he?
Yep.
Unfortunately, he doesn't get to wear it long because he plays offense.
Yeah. We got a good play here, too, or a decent play. We got positive yards anyway.
Yeah, just a little bit anxious, running before we had the ball secured. 2nd and 10. That's a good running play.
Get about 5, so it's 3rd and 5, I think.
Yes, it is. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line of Calhoun. Play fake. Down the middle, and that is a nice scoop and a catch by Luke Mosley. They talk it over, and the referee on the sideline, who had the worst position to make the call, says it was incomplete.
Yeah. I don't think he called it, but,
I don't think he did either.
You know, the wrong guy called it.
Yes.
It's our first and only punt of the night, and it almost got blocked
Zane McCracken with the snap. Davis Allen doing the punting. Number 2's got it. And we held on to the jersey. Hang on to it.
That's a brave soul right there. He didn't have any blocking.
No, he didn't. But was that Spear that was hanging on to the jersey?
Mm-hmm.
1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Little quick hitch in the middle. They get it across midfield down to our 42. Three receivers to the left-hand side, one to the top, and there's the big boy up top. He's going to really be tired later in the game. Over the middle, oh, Davis Allen almost got
He
that.
almost got it. He gets one later in the game. He does a really good job of reading the quarterback's eyes.
There you go. Hand it off to number 3, little dipsy doodle out there. Down the sideline he goes, and he's going to take it to the house to pay dirt. Kid's quick, shifty.
Yeah, he's a good player. We had a bad call. Coach Hobbs admitted to making a bad call right there and gave him a crease. You can't give those guys a crease.
Not those guys. So with the extra point, it's 14-7 with favor of the Panthers with 4:12 left in the first half. And this is, during this part of the game, we had some cloud cover.
Yeah, we did. It kind of, I wouldn't say it cooled off, but it was still
better.
hot.
Yeah. Braylon Barton coming from the right to the left, back to the middle of the field, and he does get it across the 20. We're going to have it 1st and 10 at our 23-yard line with 4:02 left in the half. Trailing 14-7. 2 receivers each side. Quick out here to Brandon. I'll tell you what, he and Luke on both sides.
Yep. That's 8 yards there on the quick out. We'll take that every time on 1st down. And we'll throw a little screen out here for a 1st down.
And that accomplishes what you want. Mm-hmm. So it's 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Nice blocking downfield by Nate Bonner and the rest of the guys. Hand off to Zach. Finds a hole, cuts back to the right-hand side, and that's a good game.
Good run by Zach.
Good vision.
2nd and 5 here.
Ben King and the Mac Daddy's getting ready to do some more blocking.
Going on a quick stop out there to Luke. Good timing.
We've hurried our offense up a little bit, haven't we?
Yep. We got to get. We just don't. We're not in a rhythm right now. We got to get in a rhythm. That's what we're trying to do.
But the tempo's pretty good right now. Play fake. Back into the pocket. Step down deep and find Brandon, who makes a nice sliding catch and keeps that ball on his hip.
Another 1st down. We're getting down there in red zone territory.
1st and 10 from the 34.
Tried to go deep right here and thought we had a good. We had thrown the stop so much, the quick stop route in front of 13. We thought maybe we could get by him.
He stuck his hand up there and knocked it away. Good defense. Little 3-step drop. We find
Drew Rutledge there.
Over the middle. From the left slot. 2 receivers each side. Rucker Reeves and Brandon down on the right. We get it out to Brandon. Nice blocking out there. Gets away from one guy, and then he keeps his balance, and to the house he goes. It's 6 for the Yella Jackets.
That's what happens when you get the ball in athletes' hands. They just make plays, and that's what we're trying to do.
Exactly. Yeah, a couple of the Ridgeland boys thought they had a good hit on him, but he packs a pretty good wallop when he's running the ball. He's hard to bring down. Tight extra point formation, Zane McCracken snapping, Peyton Morrow holding, and Eduardo Fajardo kicking. And boots it through the upright, and we've got us a tie ball game with about a minute and a half left, minute 34. We're feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, we're not playing very well, and we've been down twice and went able to tie it up, which is, I think that showed a lot of character by our kids getting down early and tying it back up twice.
Julio was kicking that kickoff, wasn't he?
Yep.
He kicked it in the middle of the field, and that guy came over and took it away from number 3, which was kind of good for us. So we get a decent stop there at the 35-yard, their own 35 with
That's
1st and 10.
Better than what it has been.
Yeah, much better. Minute 25 left. Yeah, I'm tired of seeing him on our side of the field after kickoff returns. Quick out here to number 18. Now, they don't have any timeouts. They burned 2 early in the first quarter. So they're up to their 44-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and about 1. Fake to the running back. Quarterback rolls to the right.
That was a good play by 12.
Yeah, he just went up and got that ball.
He's got several offers. I think they're FCS offers, but he's a really good player.
Coach, if he was 4 inches taller, every D1 would want him.
Yep.
It's just a height thing.
Yep.
Nice slant, good coverage by Braylon Barton. He was all over that guy.
Braylon is a really good corner.
Yeah.
He really is. He sees the ball well. He reacts to good routes. He's a good route reader. He does a good job.
This is where Eric McKnight twisted his leg a little bit. He and Colin Baggett on that tackle. So we take him to the locker room, get him fixed up. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
3 receivers left.
Throw a screen back to number 12, and there's Carson Spear. He made a great, reaction to the ball, read to the ball, but we can't try to tackle high. We've got to. He tried to grab the helmet, and helmet comes off. That was a big play. That was 3rd and long. If he just tackles him, it's 4th and long, and they don't have all this.
Now they got a first down, so they dump it out here. Good pressure by the Yellow Jacket defense.
Good job by David Braden.
Yep. He just put him in the game. And on his first defensive play, he's all over the quarterback.
David's a good player. He's just a junior, and it's time for him to play, and he's helping us in special teams, and, of course, he's a backup linebacker.
Quarterback keeps the ball after faking the sweep to the right-hand side.
There's Josh Hales making the play.
Our nose guard.
Good pressure. We just got to make the play there. Carson.
He steps up into the pocket, the quarterback does, finds number 12 right at the 10-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal, and the clock is winding down, and they're going to...
We called timeout
we did.
there. We want to see how they lined up. We had 3, so we had a free guy on that last play. We just got to make the tackle.
Yes.
That's all Braylon right there. He didn't take the inside away, and he knows that. We've got to get better at that. So early in the year, we'll get better at that.
Quarterback looking for a guy down the middle, catches the ball, and then the referee said his knee was down at the half-yard line as the clock is clicking down to 3, 2, 1, and with no timeouts, the clock expires, and we've got us a 14-14 halftime score. Yeah,
that was a big play there to hold them out. The good thing is they didn't have any more timeouts. They could have called timeout right there and got another play. So, fortunately for us, they didn't have any more.
No, they didn't have any more timeouts. And when you go in at halftime with the defense having done a good job, we're kind of fortunate to have a tie score right now.
Yes, we are, and that's what I told them. We're lucky not to be down 14 or even 21, really, because they had it in the red zone twice, and we stopped them. So the defense, after studying the tape, we didn't play great, but we played good enough, and we'll get all that fixed. But offensively was our problem the first half. We had 3 turnovers, which is not, it's uncharacteristic by our guys, but it is early, and the good thing about Gavin, he's such a high character kid. It didn't phase him. We knew he'd come back and play much better the second half.
Well, it started in his sophomore year when he started getting a lot of playing time, and when he was alternating with Braylon there for a while, quarterback. They just pound the snot out of him on a rush, and he'd just get back up and play the next play like he hadn't been hit.
Yeah,
he's got a short memory.
Yeah, he does, and that's what you need at quarterback.
Yeah, he does a really good job. We're going to go to halftime, but wait a minute. Just sit back and relax. Get in that Barca Lounger. Get your favorite cold drink. Get a Daddy-O's donut, because you're going to watch the best doggone band in the land, the Calhoun Yellow Jacket Marching Band, 246 strong, led by Director Larry Brown, Assistant Director Sarah Knapp, and on the field by Drum Major Catherine Stockman. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
And the Calhoun High School fight song. Band staff includes Robert Melville, percussion instructor, Tracy Fairbairn, major ed coach, Madison Bowman, super major ed coach, Meredith Holden, color guard instructor, and Anna Kate Killian, assistant color guard instructor. The band is under the direction of Larry Brown and Sarah Knapp. On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Michelle Taylor and Principal Dr. Peter Kuhn, the pride of Georgia's Northland, the Calhoun Marching Yellow Jackets. Drum major, Calhoun Stodman, assistant drum major, Nathaniel Freeman. Is the band ready? You may take the field.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, we won the coin toss, so we defer. So we get the ball to start the second half, get a big stop, defensive stop at the end of the first half, and we're looking rolling right now because our offense is doing good, and whatever you said at halftime, you need to bottle and sell because the boys listened and did it well.
Well, we rallied around Eric McKnight, number one. When
go.
he went down, we didn't know what the injury was, but it didn't look good, and I think the kids got together and rallied around his injury because he's a senior, and but we'll talk about that later. It is good news. So, but we didn't know that at the time, and then we made a few adjustments at halftime offensively, but nothing major. I mean, it was just execution.
Exactly. We kickoff return by Braylon Barton gets it up over the 25, which is good for us, but there is some yellow litter on the field. So
yeah, I think Carson Spear was holding it. I told him he led the whole both teams in penalties the first game.
He'll get better. All right, so we're going to have 1st and 10 at our 12-yard line. The tempo started increasing at the second quarter, and it keeps going right here. We find Drew Rutledge. Nice open field tackle.
Yeah, Drew's just not himself after that fumble. He gets down on himself pretty quick, but he'll bounce back.
Well, they bent him around like a pretzel one play, remember?
Yeah.
I was kind of impressed he's back in. Looking downfield, and we got a guy open and just missed him on the overthrow.
Yep. We usually hit that. Gavin's pretty good at that deep post throw, and you'll see it a little bit later.
3rd and long.
This is the play we put in at halftime, a little draw that we had in the package. We hadn't repped it a whole lot, and it was easy to put in, and we run it a couple times, which helped us.
15-yard gain, 1st and 10 from the 29. There we find Braylon Barton. Then he goes to the left-hand side, and he's trying to run away from these fast guys, and the turf monster reached up and grabbed him.
That was actually a harder throw than the one before by
Yes.
Gavin because he had pressure on him.
Out here to Luke Mosley. Long, tall Luke. He catches the ball and gets it downfield. We're down to their 12-yard line. Motion from left to right.
And they played that pretty good.
Yeah, Zach pounds it in there, and they did bunch up. They made a bit of a dog pile in the middle there. So we're down at the 11-yard line. Shotgun formation. Find a big boy out here.
That was a big 3rd down conversion by Davis with one hand. He's got a cast on his hand, on his wrist.
Yeah, that's a new addition to halftime.
Yeah, I didn't even know it, and they actually walked across the street and got a cast put in on at the hospital.
Touchdown by Zach Fuller over right guard behind the Mac Daddies, and the Mac Daddies doing a good job blocking up front. And I'll tell you what, talking to Coach Mac before the game, he was a little apprehensive and wanting the guys to do well, hoping the guys did well. And for the first game out with a bunch of new faces on the line, I thought they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some work to do, but I thought the effort was really good, and we got some good size up there, and we got some good strength up there, so we're going to be fine.
They called offsides on this play, which they said was a dead ball, so we got to kick the extra point again.
Yeah.
So I had people up.
I think they ran off the field, and the official comes over there and says, "We got to kick again." I said, "I know that. I don't know why y'all didn't do that."
In the first place.
Yeah.
So we're up 21-14, first time we've led in this ball game. And now Julio De Leon shows off his leg strength.
I don't know what happened at halftime with Julio. Whatever happened, he needs to
whatever,
bottle it up.
Whatever Gatorade, whatever he drank, he needs, because he kicks 4 in a row, 4 touchbacks in a row. We haven't had that since a long time.
He's got a strong leg.
Yeah.
And he's just, in practice, he's just been a little bit inconsistent. If he can get more consistent, he's going to be a weapon.
Yeah, we'll just rest Eduardo and let him do field goals and extra points. Defense is stepping up. We hit him hard. We come up with a fumble recovery. And I think that's Mr. Hamby on the bottom.
Dawson Hamby with the fumble recovery, and Josh Hales forced the fumble. So
yes, he did.
Great job by our defense. Anytime you get a turnover in the red zone, it's a bonus. And then we run the power. We run it. We could run it every play if we wanted to for a touchdown.
Works for me. Mm-hmm. Touchdown by Zach Fuller, his second. So in 13 seconds with the Eduardo Fajardo extra point to come, we will have scored 14 points in 13 seconds. And if you can score a point a second, coaches, this is going to be a long season for the opponents. You're going to give your fans neck injury problems watching them go up and down the field. Zane McCracken snapping, Peyton Morrow holding, and it's through the upright in front of the new Jumbotron at Barron Stadium. We're up 21-14, or 28-14.
Now we're feeling kind of a little bit relaxed as a coaching staff, but So we know that they're not going to score a whole lot on our defense.
You're pretty sure of that? Okay. Kick it down deep, and that's number 2 in a row. 3 and 4 yards, 5 yards deep in the end zone. Number 97 booting it. They have some motion. Quarterback keeps once that reverse or keeper, and they're just, we got it covered up, Coach.
That's a read play, and the quarterback pulls it and runs out the backside, and we D'd it up pretty good.
Yeah.
That's better. Better by Davis.
Ooh, who finished off there with a slobber knocker?
That was John Kell.
John Kell coming in. He was rib hunting. 3 receivers to the right. Oh, yeah. Everybody's hunting for some ribs. That's Brandon and Davis Allen on the stop, brings up 4th down for the Panthers. And you're right, Coach, they're not getting too much.
Big 3rd down stop there. We force them to punt. We'll get another one on the board, and it really is over.
Yeah, it is. Well, I had the feeling watching from the press box that after we made a 28-14, I didn't see the pep and the step that they had before. Unfortunately, that bounced right back up to Brandon Spector. Braylon had twisted his ankle a little bit. That's why he was off. But he comes back on.
Run the draw here to John Kell, and really a pretty good run by John Kell.
He's got quick feet, doesn't he? That's going to bring up 2nd down from the 30 after a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3. And the offense is clicking.
That's a good throw with nice authority behind the ball and good route by Luke.
Yeah,
good read by Gavin.
Yeah, old Top Gun unloaded that throw.
And he throws a stick route here to Rucker. Good job getting north and south for about 12, 13 yards.
Down to their 36, and I think we're going to find Rucker again here pretty quick.
Yeah, Rucker's just solid. You know, he's not flashy. He's such a great kid, high-character kid. He does what he's coached to do. And we throw a deep ball to Luke for a touchdown.
Another 6 for the Yellow Jackets, and outside of running out the clock and have a running clock in the 4th quarter, this team has lost their pep in the step.
Yeah, they have.
Brother Mo is on the Yellow Jacket side right now. The good guys wearing white. Zane McCracken snapping, Peyton Morrow holding, and Eduardo Fajardo kicking. And this 3rd quarter has turned into a blowout. We're up to 35-14. You know, you go back to the end of the 2nd quarter, we scored 38 unanswered points. That last touchdown and 31 in this quarter.
Julio with the magic leg.
Look at that. That's about 5 or 6 yards deep in the end zone. I mean, he's bringing divots.
That'll fix all the kickoff team problems.
Who you think? It's an aerobic workout after that. All right, a little down and out. Nice catch. This number 12 can elevate, and he's got good hands. Good quickness. Yeah, there'd be a bunch of FCS schools looking at him.
They got speed everywhere.
Yeah, they do.
Good tackle by Davis Allen.
Yeah. Touching the cast. Maybe he gave him a little extra squeeze around the waist with the cast. Oh, he almost had it.
Yeah, I believe he makes that play with a healthy left hand.
Yeah, he makes that play. Yeah, he catches that ball. We've seen him on the basketball court. His hands are too good to not catch that. Little pump fake. Quarterback's got some time, he thinks. There's a little Yellow Jacket ham sandwich with Davis Allen and Kendez. And
that's a coverage sat there. I tried to run the wheel route, and we did a good job.
Had the wheel route covered, didn't you?
Yeah, they run the wheel route good, and we worked on it a lot.
I think you covered it better than they ran
it.
it. Short punt, pick it up on the bounce, and I told Braylon after game, I was glad that he got down to his knees to field this.
Yeah. That was a good decision. That ball could have rolled another 10, 12 yards.
Yeah, and if it goes through the 5-hole, we're hurting. I thought there was a little interference there on
Yeah, we're
Rucker.
trying to hit Rucker across field. And
He couldn't bring his left arm up.
no. Run another power play and good run by John Kell.
7 brings him down, thought he had an extra special hit, but our 7 just popped up and said, here, let me run the ball again.
Screen, Braylon, our lineman's just got to get out there a little bit faster. If we can do that, we off to the races there.
Nice job of Gavin to sidestep the rush and dump that ball. 2 receivers left and right. Gavin drops back, 3-step, looking downfield. He's looking for the big boy, and just off his fingertips. And 13 was raking his arm.
Yep. it wouldn't matter. We had an ineligible receiver downfield. We had they were covered up on that side. Both of them were on the line of scrimmage, and we knew that. Coach Stevenson's hollering at them. And I don't know what happened here.
Well, when we came back to set up, it was just a real casual. And then all of a sudden, Ridgeland's defense stands up, and Gavin keeps going with the snap count.
Well, the whistle blew right before the snap to put the ball in play, and to Gavin's credit, he just keeps going.
Yeah, which is what he's supposed to do. Little stick route, and that went to Rucker, I believe.
It was Rucker.
We're getting down in there. We're going to score some more, Coach. Little play, pump on the right-hand side, go down the middle, and just missed our guy.
Yeah, they're trying to hit Nate down the seam there, and they played it pretty well.
Yeah. Gavin forgot Nate was 5'11", not 6'5". All right, here we go. Fake the run to the left. Now we're looking in the middle. Oh, just off the hands of Logan Parker.
A little better throw.
Yeah.
We got another touchdown, but Logan, wish he had that one back. He could have caught that one.
Gavin takes off, scrambles up the middle, goes down with a slide. That's good, around the 10-yard line.
We're a little bit short, about 2 yards short. We got to kick a field goal. And it's good practice. You know, in a normal game, I might have gone for it, but I wanted to see what Eduardo could do.
He nails it right to the upright, a left to right kick, and just like that, the Jackets are up 38-14. And here comes Mr. Bigfoot. About 10 yards away, he's going to put his right foot and toe meets leather, and it's going to end up in the end zone. He's kicking line drives too, Coach. I thought maybe 12 was maybe going to back up and try to catch that. 1st and 10 from their 20. A lot better starting them off 80 yards away from the goal line, isn't it? Their offense. There you go, Davis Allen. Rolls to the right-hand side, little hesitation move, puts his shoulder down and runs over the quarterback. Pick 6. Fortunately, the play was to the right, so he used his unbandaged right claw to grab that pass.
He's knocked down a few balls in this game. He finally got one he could catch.
Yeah, he had the quarterback's eyes read the whole game. He was making nice reads. And this won't be the first quarterback that suffers from Davis Allen looking at him. Through the upright, and the Jackets are on top. 45-14 and 1:33 left, and we're all sitting here thinking, Coach, we need a running clock 4th quarter. We need a running clock.
Yeah, that's what everybody in the stadium wanted, I think.
Yes, including the Corky Kell organizers.
Yeah, because it was, 1st quarter lasted forever.
Oh, Coach, it was over 2 hours when the 2nd half kickoff took place.
But I think the second game got over at 1 a.m., they said.
I watched
close to it.
Yeah, I was watching on TV, and it was late.
We played that a little better there. Good job by, what was that? Oh, that's Tripp.
Tripp. Yeah, nice stick. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Quarterback keeps it.
There's
Wants to run.
David making a play, and we just got to make the tackle.
Yeah, we make the tackle on that.
Watch out, Jeremy.
Well short of a first down. We give the quarterback credit, he ran hard. So it's 1st and 10 at hand to number 3, and he runs a nice sweep.
Good tackle by Carson Spear there.
Lowered his shoulder.
Yep.
They're down.
Ridgeland's going to beat a lot of teams. They're a good football team.
Well, they're picked to win their region. They'll win 7 or 8 ball games, I'll bet.
See, I thought this was a bad call. I thought that was a great play by Nate, and there's Ethan Crump with an interception.
See, I thought the ball and he got there at the same time. But anyway, they call pass interference against the Jackets. It'll be 1st and 10.
So we're hoping they're not going to score in this quarter, so we can have a running clock. And I think,
yes.
And so they kind of get down close to I can't remember how much time's left, but it's seconds.
Yes. They're at our 30-yard line.
We got a lot of our 2s in right here. We got there's Reese Poe, number 20. There's Zeke Brown at Mike linebacker. There's Jake Morrow at free safety. And then they have a holding call on the last play of the quarter. So we got to have an untimed down.
Yeah, an untimed down. Yeah. Then they snapped the ball, and that we had another confusion. What happened was the guy that runs the commercials for the Corky Kell Classic on the TV was out on the field trying to run a commercial. Their players had seen it. They stop and look, and the center went ahead and snapped it.
That's an interception by Ethan Crump, so
He
he
gets
really had 2 interceptions.
he gets a turnover belt.
Yep,
He had
that's
five TOs for the game. So they called offsetting penalties.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was David Braden, another kid, kind of yakking after the play.
So we're going to start the fourth quarter with the ball, and you're making some substitutions,
Yeah, we
Coach.
got a lot of substitutions in there. Jake Morrow's in there at quarterback. 52 is Carson Griffin, a 10th grade offensive tackle. Going to be a really good player. His brother's Cole Griffin.
Right.
You got Hudson Dyer at right guard, who's rolls with the one some. You got Taylor
Yeah.
Gresham at center, who's a junior. Jeremy Register in the backfield. We call that the W position. Julian Ipack at running back. Throw it out here, Brady Drummond.
Nice move.
Yep. Got Grant Gilmer in there, number 13. He's a junior.
Because our twos are playing against their number ones.
Yep, that drives me crazy about some people.
We'll talk about that later. I'll comment. I'll save you.
Colby Hall, number 71 at left guard. Josh Futch had a play in there at left tackle.
Attaboy, Josh.
You got Tyler Butts in there at left tackle now.
And we hopefully just running his clock.
Yep. We got some bad mix-up right here. We got the running back going the wrong way. Blocking going the other way and running, that ain't a good combination.
Now we, yeah. So that pushes us back. Fourth is a running play, so the best thing about it, the clock is running. So Julian's to the right of shotgun Jake, goes
So
for
we throw it up to Grant, try to make a play. There's number 10, Caden Charles, in the game. So we'll turn it over.
on downs.
Let's see who we got in there. We got Alfredo Perez at nose. I think that's Brett Garland making the tackle. He's a 10th grader.
It was. You're doing well without a program,
We
Coach.
got 31 Noriega here at corner, Michael Noriega. Jake Morrow making the tackles. Jeremy Register on the tackle.
Yeah,
You
number
got Will Hawkins, number 76 in there. He's a 10th grader.
25 putting a little stick there at the end. I like that. Running back bounces it.
15 is Zane McCracken in there at Stinger. 37 is Colin Prater. There's Brady Drummond making the tackle. He's at free safety.
Yeah, he's playing defense and offense. Oh, just missed him. There we got him.
David Braden making the tackle, though.
Braden's all over the
He
place.
is.
Of course, you've been talking about him for a while.
I have. He's a good kid.
You told me
Good
last
player.
year he's going to be a good one for us. Quarterback drops back, throws one out here to the right-hand side, and they said he caught the ball.
At this point, we're trying to get this game over with.
Yeah.
We got Jaron Hames in there at number 33, a 10th grader at corner. And there's I think that's Parker McPherson in there.
Throw the ball out of bounds. We're doing a lot of substituting. You're trying to get a lot of younger guys some Thursday night light experience, and they still have their number ones in the entire game, offensively and defensively.
And to be honest with you, we as a coaching staff was not prepared to have a substitution plan.
No, did you think you're going to have a running clock?
No.
No. Down the sideline and go, and congratulations to the number ones from Ridgeland, and they get a score. So they're going to kick the extra point, and that's going to make it a 45-21 ball game with not a whole lot of time left on the clock. In fact, 2:36. And by the time the referees spot the ball, they're going to, after the kickoff, we're going to be down below the 2-minute spot on here. So, is this our number 2 kickoff team?
It's actually our JV kickoff return team.
That's good. Get them. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. You don't want to put the number 2s because a lot of those are starters.
Yes. Okay.
Jerry's trying to get it back into play there.
Yes. Yes, he was.
We got the same unit in there, I think. We got Bryant Busby at running back now. We throw it out here to Grant Gilmer. 18 is Eli Futch, I believe.
And Grant did a good
No,
job.
that's not Eli Futch. 18 is Mason Ray. Sorry, Mason Ray.
Grant did a good job of covering that ball up. Now we're running it, and I think, if I remember correctly, that's going to be This play right here is going to be our last play. Second down from the 20.
Bryant Busby with the run.
Yeah, good run. Good blocking up front, buddy. Young guys.
Owen Rudell was in the game on that last play.
So you get a 45-21 victory with a running clock in the fourth quarter, which nobody anticipated that.
No, especially at halftime. You know, you're sitting there tied 14-14. You're just trying to get a win, and lo and behold, we got a running clock in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. We're going to take a break, come back, we'll show you some stingers, some plays of the game, and we'll talk about what's coming up in the very near future for the Yellow Jackets, who are victorious over the Ridgeland Panthers, 45-21. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show, and we're going to take a look at the plays of the games, the stingers, and we had several. Coach, you had 5 turnovers in the ball game and a lot of touchdowns. Here we go.
We got Brandon in motion here, run the counter back away from it, and good run by John Kell Talbot, and good blocking up front.
Yeah, this is a big touchdown in the first half. Gets us on the board, and our first touchdown of the season, by the way.
Another touchdown to Zach Fuller right here. We run the power play, and they ain't stopped it all night long.
No, he just gets in the end zone pretty much untouched. That was one of 2 rushing touchdowns Zach had for the early evening.
Then we got a deep post here. Good throw. Good execution on the post to Luke Mosley for a touchdown.
We didn't see it earlier, but Luke made a nice move on the guy.
Yeah,
nice outside move to break himself really open deep.
And we got the turnover here. I think Josh Hales makes a tackle, and Dawson Hamby with the fumble recovery.
Yeah. Tell you what, after this game has ended, a lot of good things to take out of this, a lot of positives. We're going to get another black shirt turnover.
Turnover here. Davis Allen reading the eyes of the quarterback and kind of running over him for a touchdown.
He gave him a little hesitation move and then dropped the shoulder on him.
Oh, Oh, this is an interception by Brandon, I think. Forced the quarterback to scramble.
Yeah, he sets up the quarterback. Quarterback thought the receiver
Great interception by Brandon Spector.
was behind him. Brandon reaches back and snags that ball. So we're going to do a little special teams right here.
Yeah, we're going to get Julio in action here. One of 4 touchbacks came out of nowhere. I mean, I like you said, we need to ball something up at halftime, whatever he drank.
Yeah, he did it really, really well. As Coach said, first of 4. And then the field goal attempt.
Eduardo getting into action here. We got to shore up that protection, but it wasn't bad.
27-yarder.
Yep.
All righty, congratulations on the big victory. Let's deal with Eric McKnight.
Yeah, actually, his news was good. He had an MRI done, and there's no fracture, there's no ligament damage whatsoever. So it's really a bad bone bruise, and he may even be able to practice by the end of the week. So we're excited that the news was good on him Saturday morning.
Yeah,
Friday morning.
It scared the snot out of him a lot, and a lot of other people. So congratulations there. We have a week off, and then Thurl comes to town the last Friday in August.
Yeah, I don't know much about them. I do know they won their first game 38-35. So obviously they're scoring some points, and you know, we'll go see them this week. They play again this week, so we'll be able to go see them and scout them along with some other teams. So I think it's a good time to be off the second week of the season. And, you know, we're beat up a little bit from the other night. It was a physical game, but hopefully we'll get them well and be ready to go next week.
I'm sure you will be ready to go when you get to, I think it's August 30th or August 31st, the last Friday that we play Thurl.
Yep.
JV or
Actually, JV has a game today, being August the 20th, against Chattooga at home at 5:30, and then our middle school plays Thursday, August 23rd, at home versus Dalton.
Even though the varsity isn't playing, on Friday you got lots of young action to take a look at. Any final comments, Coach?
No, just I want to thank everybody for their support at the Corky Kell. I think we had lots of fans there, and we really, really appreciate it.
We had a bunch of Calhoun and Gordon County fans sitting on the home side. The visitor side was filled up and nicely done. If you want to watch the Boys of Fall any number of times, go to CalhounTDClub.com. That's CalhounTDClub.com, and you watch the Boys of Fall anytime you want. Congratulations again. Running clock in the fourth quarter, 45-21. The season is off to a great start.
Thanks, Dave.
You've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.